actually think they sound intelligent. This is the sorrowful thing at the moment. I feel
know
sorry
I'm
for them.
intelligent.
I just want you to violate the thing.
I know
Let's
I'm
violate the
intelligent.
thing. That's what I want you to do. Validate what you're saying. You can say anything you want. You can say Pan-Africanists believe that the sky is green. And everyone's like, oh, Pan-Africanists believe the sky is green.
Brother, you just giving a nigga a headache at this moment.
You know what I mean? He's shouting as well, bro. Like, come on,
you
man.
just giving a nigga a headache, bro. It's like, I don't even know what we was talking to. You keep saying validated. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be validating. To be real.
You're supposed to be validating the fact that all Pan-Africans are the same.
Deflections. Any statement. Any of the nonsense statements that you've made, any of them, validate any one of them at this point. Validate them.
You see, like it's like it's something wrong with his mind where all he can say is validate them. What statements to validate? Validate them, brother. I'm asking you what to validate. Validate them.
Yeah. Oh, it's true though. It's true. All
right. Let's come again then. Yeah, let's come again. So let's get specific now. Yeah, the statement was made that Pan-Africanists believe that all Africans are the same and there's no people distinctions between them. Can any one of you validate that from a Pan-African source, please?
Yeah. Repeat it one more time. I missed. Repeat it one more time.
That all Africans are the same and that there's no people distinctions between them. There's no different peoples. They're just all ones. All Africans are the same. Yeah. Can any one of you validate that specific statement from a Pan-African source, please?
You just said it. You said that there's a oneness on the continent of Africa, and we're asking you, what does oneness mean? We don't understand. We thought you said it. And then when the sister said, when Lady Divine said, she said, no, all Africans aren't the same. There are distinctions. You said, no. They are the same. They are one. So it's like we don't.
That's not what I said. Hold on, Bo's correct. Yeah, that was said. But listen, the key word though, Bo, was oneness.
So much, we don't even know what you're saying.
Yeah, Bo, listen to me. So he did say all of that. You got it right, but the key word he said was oneness, not one as in the same. Did you get it?
And to be fair, I clarified it with him and said he doesn't mean oneness. He said he demonstrated that there was a oneness, not that everybody was one.
Yeah, it's not an intelligent argument.
We need to explore what.
It's not an intelligent argument.
What is
unfortunately, even if I did say that, yeah, which I didn't, right? But even if I did say that, yeah, it still doesn't validate your argument. Me as an individual can say whatever the hell I like. Where is that validated within the tradition? Where are the scholars? Where are the writers, the activists, the organizers, the movements that have this as a defining principle? I can say anything I want to. I can say in the spirit of Pan-Africanism, all African people should eat goat. Yeah? Does that become a Pan-African position because I've said it? It's nonsense. So find me, please, validate your argument. Find me somebody, some scholars, some tradition, some leaders, some movement that is saying these things that we can actually deal with it from that perspective, please.
Brother, I'm gonna admit it, right? Here we go. I'm gonna admit it. I have no fucking idea what Pan-Africans believe. No. I know no Pan-African scholars.
No.
I have no fucking idea. There you go.
Then in future, refrain from speaking so authoritatively on something that you don't know anything about. Learn. Read a book. Yeah, listen to a few scholars. You know what I'm saying? There's a few online. Yeah, you can YouTube certain things and you get some information. You know what I'm saying? Like that will at least give you a bit more of an informed position before you come spouting off things that just don't apply. It's not relevant.
Yeah, you have to be fair with Bo. Yeah, listen with Bo. Bo openly will say to you to your face, like, and Bo's here. He will correct me if I'm wrong. He will say to you, he doesn't believe in any of it. So to him, all of it.
It's not a matter of belief.
No, but listen, all of it is Hotep bubble, isn't it? So whether you could be Rasta, you could be whatever, it's all Hotep bubble. So you've got to understand.
Lady D, if I don't believe in Christianity, I don't believe in Christianity, yeah? But if I'm going to speak on it, yeah, it makes sense for me to listen to a preacher or two.
You're putting out the same level as a religion,
right? what's it called, right? It makes sense to me. Any ideology. I don't believe in capitalism. But if I'm going to discuss it, yeah, or speak on it from whatever perspective, things I agree with or things I disagree with, it makes sense for me to have done some research. Read 2 books.
Okay, well,
gone to 2 seminars. Listen to 2, you know what I'm saying, presentation or something.
I feel like you're trolling at this point.
It makes sense.
I feel like you're trolling.
You're entitled to feel like how you want to feel. Your feelings are relevant to me. Can you validate the statement that you're making?
Talking and just trying to get a tech. You're trying to win you're trying to get a technical file to make it seem like you proved the point. But what we're saying
I'm not in a competition.
What we're saying is that you're here now, right? You're the Pan-African
I'm not in a competition.
Scholar. You're the Pan-African scholar. You're here to enlighten us. Can you please explain to us?
No, actually, I came on to converse with the man then. When I came on, man started to talk about Africanism about me. I never came on to talk about Africanism.
It seems like we hit.
You get me? Yeah, but it's true. Like I never came on with a Pan-African agenda. You know what I'm saying? Then I came on, people start to talk about African, so I respond, and now
Yo, it seems like
explain to us what Pan-African is about. We're asking it.
Nah, you know what?
Break down Pan-Africanism for us, what it is. We don't know the scholar. We're dependent on you.
I'll tell you what you can do, yeah? I'll tell you what you can do, bro. I'll tell you what you can do. There's a good couple videos on my channel, yeah, where I break down some basics. Yeah, not all the basics, but some basics on Pan-Africanism. So go check it out. Go check it out, and next time me and you can reason, yeah. Like once you done a little piece of research,
I won't waste my time.
There's some good sources. There's some good sources in the video as well that you can go and research even further. You ain't gotta just take my word for it. I'll give you some sources that you can go looking further and you know, up your information level on this subject. How's that sound?
Like
you too, Zulu. You seem just as
all the other liquor store ass Pan-Africans I done came across that stand on the street kind of smoked out, just chatting bullshit nonsense.
Okay.
That's how it sounds to me.
Yeah, that's exactly how
all right. You're entitled to your opinion.
There's no order of you.
You're entitled to your opinion. Yeah, but if you're going to engage in a conversation, it requires you to have information, not just opinion. Yeah. So when you get information to back up your opinion, then we can have a reasonable conversation. Until that point.
I have a question. But Chakra, let me just quickly ask Bo a question. So, Bo, I know you're strongly against Pan-Africanism or anything that's all right, listen. All right, let me ask you a question, sister. Wait, let me just ask you a question before I got my question.
Let the sister finish, man. Let her finish, man.
So, okay, let me change the words, man, because it's the word he's got a problem with, that I use the word dislike, yeah, or whatever I use. So I'm going to say that because you don't believe in anything outside of DOS, and to you it's all Pan-Africanism if it's not outside of DOS, I was going to ask you, do you not think Pan-Africanism as you see it has had any influence in any, like, major history in America?
Yes, it has resulted into a bunch of smoked out niggas standing on the corner just smoking all day, chatting bullshit.
What about the civil rights? And like, what about
he was in
the civil rights? What about like?
I've got that now. That's something you know.
Go on. Who's talking? Who's talking?
Go on, sister. Carry on.
Oh, now I was just going to ask him, like, what about things like civil rights? What about, like, the Black Panther Party? Like, don't he not think that some form of Pan-Africanism was implemented or was a driving force behind some of these movements that made major changes for Black people, especially DOS people of America?
No.
No,
not at all. If you look at our greatest, if you look at some of the greatest who had actual tangible benefits, Frederick Douglass, he explicitly say, I'm not African, I'm not going back to Africa. All the work I put in and the blood I shed in America makes me as American as anybody else, right? That's a civil rights leader, Emancipation Proclamation, right? He got the bill signed to free the slave. No Pan-African, no. Martin Luther King, nothing Pan-African about him. You know what I'm saying? He said he came for the sons of the cotton, the sons and daughters of the cotton pickers. Malcolm X's greatest achievement was done right here in America. When he left and went to Mecca, like they want to concentrate on that little couple months period when he left and went to Mecca and came back. When he came back, nobody was hearing that shit he was talking about, and that's why he ended up getting himself killed. You know what I'm saying? Because he had done went so far off cold. The Black Panthers, that was a local political movement right here about rights, constitutional rights, fighting for constitutional rights, opening up soup kitchens, feed kitchens, and trying to pass legislation. They was on the doorsteps of the Congress, the state representatives. They was applying political pressure. You know what I'm saying? Pan-Africanism has accomplished nothing but just rhetoric, idealism and rhetoric. That's all. They just talk a lot.
Yep.
Okay, I disagree, but I hear your stance.
But tell me what. Tell me
Yeah,
what.
what have they accomplished? He's saying they've accomplished nothing, or they weren't no major part of that. Can you categorically show him or us how and why, if they have, where?
Yeah, I'm gonna look for some stuff in the back, and I'm gonna find some stuff and then put it up. Yeah, because I'm gonna have to disagree with that, but I'm gonna disagree with sources. Unlike him, who's gonna disagree with Chakra and not back up his claim. I'm gonna back mine.
Okay. There we have it. She gonna back her claim, or back up why she disagree. Yeah.
Listen, even the greatest Pan-Africanists in history, who they still worship and refer to him as a quote-unquote Messiah, Marcus Messiah Garvey, who they turned into this mythical creature. He never made it to Africa. He never even went to Africa. And when he went back to Jamaica, you know that he was ridiculed and looked at like a fool. They wasn't trying to hear that shit in Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? Rosters, they wasn't trying to hear that Hotep back to Africa shit in Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? These are fringe groups that contribute nothing to society.
Excuse me. One thing I will tell you straight up here, since I was born, Rasta's been talking about Africa, brother. Since I was born in 1980, bro. Yeah. So anything before that, I have little knowledge on. You get me? Little knowledge on.
Haile Selassie, I set aside some land for the roster. In Sashimani, what have they developed on that land? What have they accomplished in Sashimani?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But the point is, I think they did have some people return back.
Yeah, they went back and did what? Sit around, smoking weed, talking shit, doing nothing. What have they contributed to Ethiopian society by Haile Selassie giving them that land in Sashimani? What have they done? Besides just sit around smoking weed, running their mouth.
What do they need to provide?
They should be able to build something. They got the land. Build what you building, what you doing.
What are they doing on the land? Bro, Rastas are against colonialism and that kind of stuff. Yeah. So why the fuck would they go to Ethiopia and start building supermarkets and getting fucking... What's the matter with you, bro? On a real talk, of all the arguments you made, that is the stupidest one. Rastas are against that shit. So why the fuck would they want to go and build that shit?
Let me ask you something, right? So you look at a continent like Africa, right? Ghana, Nigeria, all these places, right? Resources. They need development. They need manufacturing. They need industries. They need ways. They don't just need you to come out there and just be running your fucking mouth. Smoked out. You know what I'm saying? Contributing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like Rastafari. All that Pan-Africanism shit is regressive. You know what I'm saying? It's regressive. It's not a progressive type thing that can build a nation. You can't build a nation upon the ideology of Pan-Africanism.
One thing I will say is that Pan-Africans... No, one thing I will say...
50 years. They want to go back to the ancient times.
Bro, you can't judge the Pan-Africans of today that have the lessons of yesteryear's mistakes. Because from what I see from Pan-Africans, I'm not just talking about going there smoking weed. They're talking about building business and building up the infrastructure and building up the land. So that is a main goal that's always been spoken about. Let me finish. Whereas Rastas, their only goal was to go back to Africa at that time. That was the only goal. They fucking got to the fucking gravy. Do you understand me? That was their only goal. Whereas the Pan-Africans have a different goal. So you can't hold them in the same light because they have a much deeper plan. Okay,
let me ask you this. You made a good point. You made a good point now.